Sorry for the minor issues. So give me a few minutes, then we'll okay. 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 Oh, sorry, I'm coming. Just give me a few minutes. Um, I'm coming. So I will soon start. I will soon start. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Patrick. I came in before, but I had to cut short because I needed to do some adjustments. But now we are live now. So, first of all, my name is Patrick. If you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Want to do a reaction regarding Nnamdi Kanu and the protests and the protests. Um, it is heating up, and the police are not doing a good job either. The police are manhandling people, um, displaying their unprofessionalism here and there. So it is interesting. It is interesting. First of all, let me say here, by the way, I am just making reactions. I am not in support of the. I'm not in support of. I'm not a member with that way of the IPOB and whatever. But the rule of law should be adhered to, and that is what is, you know, unfortunately playing out now. That Nigeria hates the rule of law. Nigeria hates the rule of law. So this thing we are clamoring, Nigeria is a democratic country. Every day it shows that we are we are you know out on the edge of a failed state because the whole place is in a mess. It's in a mess. So right now, please play music. So right now, it is very sad that Whilst other countries are improving on their human rights, Nigeria is telling the world that no, the human rights is not enough, none of our business. What we are here to do is to oppress the people. Now, we'll start with, by the way, today will be the 5th year of the NSAS, where citizens came out to protest on the manhandling of the security agents and what happened. It was confirmed on that day that they were not going to change. And what happened? Many lost their lives. And then that was the end of the matter. And the barbarism continues, where the rule of law makes no meaning. Yeah, the rule of law makes no meaning. So right now, Sowore has decided that he wants to protest against Nnamdi Kanu's, you know, um, disregard of his rights. Now, if you are for or against, yeah, I will put up a number soon, or you can make a comment where we will address it. We'll address it. If you have any questions, or if you have like you know, you want to say one or two things, yeah, come on down. Let's have a talk. Let's have a talk. Let's have a talk. Kool-Aid Wank one. Okay, read chat. I've read the chat. It makes no sense. So please, we are. Well, let me just ignore this. Okay. So by the way, let me continue. So I saw on the news where a policeman, you know, they are busy manhandling the citizens. Now, the protest has not gone from has not shifted to destruction, but we can see that the rule of law does not abide in Nigeria. So anyway, I will be making comments or reactions regarding them. So I will pick one, will explain, then move to the other one, and then feel free to opine. Feel free to, you know, comment. So let me go to. Please like our video, share, and share. Please, if you are listening, please can you do me a favor? Is my audio, is it clear? Let me know if it's clear. Can you hear me? Because if you can't hear me, then it will be nice if you can hear me. So if you can hear me, please just give me a thumbs up, or just say we can hear you. That will be fine by me. Okay. Okay. Let's so right now the gig is up, and first of all, let's break things down, because that's what we do here. Nnamdi Kanu, yes, let's leave whatever he has done, or accused of. The main thing here is, does the rule of law apply to some and does not apply to others? How is it that Nnamdi Kanu, who is in prison, by the way, I use the word kidnap because it was an illegal thing to Nigeria. The case against him, even the judges said he has no case, let him go. But still, he's being held against rule of law. You see, that's where I'm coming. Because right now, so it tells you one thing, that the judges with their gown is in the pockets of some people. It's in the pockets of some people because this judiciary, some of them don't abide by the rules of law. Um, okay. Um, so the rule of law does not apply to some, and it applies to others. So that's the very sad thing here because right now, the rule of law or put democracy should ride on the rule of law or by the rule of law and order. By the rule of law and order. But it is okay, Christian Sema. I understand that. Okay, but we must not be prejudiced. Okay, can you throw more light? Let me know. Give us an example. Then we'll take it from there. Give us an example. Now, let me highlight that. Thank you for the comments. That's a good one. Pin message. Okay. Now, so the rule of law. Let me give you some examples. Because Nigeria has to come to terms to say, okay, are we democratic? Okay, are we democratic, or have we now decided to be non-democratic? Because in democracy there is rule of law and order. Hear me, rule of law and order. There are ways to do things in order by the law. By the law. So when we see laws being disregarded, it is not a good thing. The optics, people around the world, we see Nigeria as, they take us as, you know, unserious people. You know, I'm reading a book by Lord Lugar. What's his name again? Yeah, Lord Lugar. Yeah. The Frederick Lugar. I've forgotten his name now. Anyway, so he said something. He said Africa is a dark continent. Dark continent. And that's why, how many were there? Were there up to 5,000? But they captured the whole country. They captured the whole country. And even with that, Africans have not decided to say, okay, let's build ourselves up and set an example. But it looks like every year we are degrading, year in, year out. Year in, year out. I don't want to divert, but let's continue. So let's so it's heating up in Nigeria, and Shawore decided to come out and protest. So the question now is, if the protest, by the way, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has been arrested. Was he arrested for? Was he in possession of a weapon? We don't know. Was he causing harm? We don't know. But I saw him when during the riot, not the riot, during the protest, as he was, they were marching down singing. In a normal country, the police will back the protesters. The reason for backing them up is so that those that are trying to counter the protest will be stopped. That's in a normal country. 1 minute, please. Okay? So, the police should, or their duty is to protect the protesters, but it looks like the police are against the protest. Are they against the protest because they are too busy or they are being overstretched? Normally, the police should be in charge of the protest. If it has gone haywire, then that's where the military will then come in. But it looks like now the military on the streets, the police are on the streets, and these two guys are now arresting people, you know, dispatching tear gas here and there, you know. So you then see how bad it is. You then see how bad it is. So arresting of protesters is not. It doesn't tell well of the so-called democracy. It doesn't tell well. People should be free, but not to cause nuisance or criminal damage. That's when you then arrest people. But if no one is committing, damaging things, then there should not be any reason to arrest people. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. So let's see what's going on because it is interesting. So right now, the police are firing live bullets against protesters. Live bullets. Live bullets for people carrying placards. Is this not a shameful act? Is this not a shameful act? That people are protesting with placards and with their cameras, and the police are shooting live bullets and tear gas canisters. It is a very sad thing. It's a very sad thing. Okay, so now, right now, um, Nigerian police, according to the news now, have arrested some journalists. Agència France Press, AFP journalists have been arrested. Journalists arrested. So are they being arrested for participating, or are they being arrested for just the coverage? You see where we're going? See where we're going? You see? They are being manhandled and assaulted by security operatives. So somebody should tell me, I don't know, or are these operatives, security operatives, are they on enhanced payment, whereby if they perform well after the suppression, then they will give them probably, who knows, a couple of thousands, and their suffering continues. So when Nigerians come out and say Nigeria is a democracy, sometimes you want to laugh because day by day the argument can be backed up that Nigeria does not regard law and order or does not abide. So according to the news now, say I have been released. They damaged my camera, seized my mobile phone, and forcefully removed my gas mask. A journalist, just less, a journalist. They damaged his camera, seized his mobile phone. Magda was seized his mobile phone and forcefully removed his gas mask. You see, the police have been, the security operatives have been using tear gas, to suppress the protesters. See? So he says that I was covering the protest near Transcorp Hilton. When they came and arrested me, it took the intervention. Listen, it took the intervention of the French embassy, who spoke to them while they were holding me, and they cautioned them not to touch any journalists. Just imagine the image we are presenting. The image we are presenting. So it took this man. It took him, or the other man on this journalist. It took him. He was released because he was working for a French company, and probably the French company quickly called their embassy, and the embassy attaché or whoever called the police, and they, please, can you release these guys? They are, they work for us. But if they were a local journalist, probably they would be in prison, being slapped left, right, and center because they've got no voice. Okay, so the news say that the police have arrested Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer and his brother. That's Nnamdi Kanu's brother. Innocent bystanders are not even have not been spared. Have not been spared. So it's a very it is wrong. It is wrong that journalists who has nothing to do with protests, unless they have evidence of journalists enabling the protesters, then they are free to arrest. And when you arrest, you charge them to court. The rule of law should not be cherry picked, who does it apply, who it doesn't apply. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It is sad that in 21st century that Nigeria is playing catch up. Catch up. How can you use live bullets on, even in America, which Nigerians like to copy, they don't use live bullets on, protesters. Instead, if you get to the worst, they use rubber bullets to control the crowd, the crowd. To control the crowd. But to use live bullets, to suppress. And by the way, the security agent or operative that interfered in the end SARS in October in 5 years ago, what has happened to them? Nothing. They've been promoted. Yeah, they've been promoted. Some of them they've gone to they've rewarded them to go and do some international courses, just as a reward for shooting or maiming their people. their people. The ones that run away, like if you remember, there's a lady they call there's this DJ lady, I can't remember her name now, that managed to record what was happening on ground on that day. I remember her name now, DJ Switch. Let's use that as an example. So when the assaults started, she brought out her camera and they recorded. Remember, after the assault, the government came out to deny there was no shooting. And what happened? It was DJ Switch's video that exposed the whole thing. And as we are talking now, DJ Switch cannot come to Nigeria because of that video. And that's why when she left, they gave her asylum. I don't think she's in Canada now or something. She was sneaked out. So she was politically silent and banned from her country indirectly because she can't come to Nigeria. If she dares come, she'll end up in prison. That's where we are as a people. Just leave, we're not, it's not about being biased or, just let's look at it as a whole. So it tells you that freedom of expression, or to be allowed to express your views, is selective. Is selective. And with the way Nigeria is going with all this, in short, Nigeria is tilting to a failed state. I don't want to say Nigeria is a failed state. It might be an argument. Some people say no, Nigeria is a failed state. I don't want to go there, but Nigeria is getting close. Nigeria is getting close. So it tells you where we are. It tells you where we are. That a man, even to protest now, is now, you won't call it, you are being suppressed by security agents, by your government. Now, if you watch the whole thing, all the politicians are hiding. This is a good point. If the politicians are for the people, some of those politicians will be on the streets or will address the people. But no, they are hiding, many of them. We like to copy America, but let's take America for example, whereby people in America, when there's a protest, you see the opposite party. You see the opposition. Yeah? Either the left or the right will join the protest, address the citizens. But in Nigeria, no. Because in Nigeria, politics is a do or die affair. It's a do or die affair. It's a do or die affair. Even the so-called Obasanjo, who was the president in 1999. After his 2 years, he was seeking for third term. And those that campaigned against it became his enemies. The rule of law is immaterial. Nah. The rule of law is immaterial. Immaterial. In the Western world, when there's a protest, normally what it, for you know, if someone wants to protest or a group wants to protest, what they do, they will set a date, write to the police, we're going to protest, and the police, okay, will be informed. We'll get our people ready for your safety and for the safety of the public. Nobody, that's how it runs. Yeah? Let's take America, for example. What they do, they will have their rubber bullets just in case. Just in case. Because their duty is to protect the citizens. Because it is their right to protest. But we can see it doesn't work in Nigeria. Because coming out to protest might result people losing their lives. Losing their lives. Yeah. Let's continue. Let me. Okay. So the protest now is not even in Abuja alone now. It has moved to Lagos. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So in Lagos now, one person has been arrested. All they are demanding is release Nnamdi Kanu. Now, that's a different thing. They can. This is it's not rocket science. Now they are protesting to release Nnamdi Kanu. That's not a problem. All they want to do is just to voice their opposition against Nnamdi Kanu, and everyone will go home. Simple. This, because these protest, these guys trying to protesting, at the end of the day, after the whole thing, they will be you see, the system can wear them out. Whereby after protesting, they will need to go home. They will go home, and that will be the end of it. That will be the end of it. Even if they decide, okay, we are going to camp here. Now, unless, because, oh man, now, let's come down. Now, if this group now decide, okay, we want to protest, they will write to the police, we're going to protest. The police will ask them some questions. Okay, for example, can you tell us more about this protest? It's okay, it's about Nnamdi Kanu's release. It's going to be from, the police will ask from wartime to wartime, which area are you going to stay? Those kind of things. So that now, when they get those informations, the police then get men ready, yeah, to protect them from harm. Now, if the agreement between the police and the protest organizers, if the agreement fails, then the police then step up their game by warning them, okay, you told us the protests are going to be from this time to this time, but you've overstretched. We've got men, they've got other things to do, this, and negotiate with them at the end of the day. No one needs to be harmed. No one needs to be killed. No one needs to be maimed for protesting. But we see from where we come from, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So let's continue. Let me. It's gonna be interesting. I'm here. I'm here. So let's see. Any new reaction, I will. You know, I just want to focus because these. We can go to different angles, but I just want to focus on these protests and the Nnamdi Kanu issue, because we can go to different directions with what the display. But I am restricting myself not to deviate. So give me, let me just mm, okay. So because right now we know we know that the protest is on its way, and let's see what happens. So I'll be coming back. Um, Let me have a little break, and any new reaction I will pop in here, and we will talk about it. Okay, let me just have a few minutes break, and I'll be returning. Okay, thank you. Please share, like. We'll be coming back.